But so we've made this new server. We've been on for like a week and a half, and what? I haven't made any videos on it, sadly, because I didn't. Yeah, so we are moving right now. We made our army. We pretty much made an army of mega sources, and since we're moving, we have to put all of them in the quad buttons and bring them to the new base. The problem with that is we have a lot of mega sources. So this is gonna take a little bit. It's not just like us moving. It's also gonna have also hopefully us doing the event that's gonna be on the server also. So that would be great. It's also obviously hosted by the admin that's on right now. And since we're gonna be on all day, well, he's most likely gonna announce that it's starting. So. So I might make this live stream like super long, longer than most of my live streams. So so right now I'm just moving all of the mega sources. Well, really quadrupotting all of our mega sources. Well, trying to quadrupot most of our mega sources. And then we're living in caves, so I mean like since we move these, it's gonna be way easier to navigate because we put like a whole bunch of suckers and gap holes on wandering, so that was annoying. After we moved, we put them on thing, and since we're living right next to the Wyvern cave instead of the Wyvern ravine, it's gonna be super dangerous if they're on wandering because they could possibly aggro a Wyvern and for them to come in the cave. So we kind of don't want that. Now I'm also playing with Bennett, so I know I don't know if you can hear him or not. Well, I guess you can't then because I'm using a headset. Or is he not playing anymore? Maybe he's just tired that we keep asking questions. It'd probably get annoying to me if somebody just keeps asking questions. Oh, what? What's that? Potty? Okay, invite him. You know, like the Western name. It's 420. Did you put the underscores? Did you find him? Okay, I found the body. Hello?
What up, what up?
Hmm.
Okay, why?
We don't know how Discord works. We got it recently. We don't know how Discord works.
Okay, yeah. What's your Discord? I got some weird ass conversations in the shop. Well, I'm gonna add you and then I'm gonna send you an invite to the chat.
Okay. It's what, Bennett?
Okay, PIK. What's the numbers after it? Down in the left-hand side of your screen. Like, if you click on your thing, you're gonna see your name, any of those numbers. Peekabin 712.
Yeah. So we have a whole bunch of them now, so I'll put them on a low level.
It's not working for some reason. I'll have the server owner do it later.
Okay. But, oh, yeah, also, what's in the startle pack? Like, what is the startle?
You get perfect aim, PT, metal tools.
Like, I was just wondering, cause, like... Also, what time is the event? Like, what specific time is the event? We're gonna be on all day, so we're most likely gonna see either way, but I'm just wondering.
Well, I just gotta finish filling 200 turrets, and then I'll be ready to go. Yeah, that's just some of them. That's not even all of them. I got a shit ton of turrets.
Oh, no! Oh, we're not doing it, Bennett. I know, but I still don't like it.
You guys are getting 7 rock golems.
Oh, yeah, we got that. We got it. We got it.
And then explosives, just no cannon rating. Because I don't feel like vault dropping on my turrets. I want to spawn in a level 2.
Like, it's like how good is it? Like, what's the quality?
Everything's a Sundex, except the cryopod thing you get.
Like, everything what?
Oh shit, they're evil! Oh god, they're evil! They're so tiny and cute! Robo Golem. They're just mean. I thought you could tame them, so I tried taming. I tried spawning in a tamed one to have as a pet, and you can't tame them. I guess I'll just spawn in a level 250 rock golem. Let me see what health it started at.
Then we have some work to do.
Can I come see your guys' base?
We're moving. That's why we have a lot of work to do.
I'll help you move.
We're pretty much just moving a whole bunch of dinos. So our last base, we left no trace and just destroyed everything. So we have everything on us. So we'll just move. We're just moving all of our dinos.
Where are you guys moving to?
We're moving to one of the caves right next to Wyvern Cave. Yeah. With the last cave, we were living in the cave that you can get one of the artifacts from, and what the place with the Megalanias and Megalosaurus spawn. We pretty much, we pretty much lived in there, but then we were gonna move because we knew that people are gonna try to come in the cave sooner or later. So
you guys are moving to Lava Cave?
What?
It's the cave near Wyvern Trench, Lava Cave.
Like,
oh, Cove?
Yeah. We just nicked him all the time.
Okay, I gotta turn over. Are you guys there right now?
I'm going back to. We made an army of Megalosauruses, so like, well, pretty much the majority of our move is most likely just transporting them.
Okay. So I saw you're streaming. What are you streaming on?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, what platform?
What platform?
YouTube, Twitch.
Yeah, YouTube.
I used to stream. I just gotta cut down the bullet amount. I gotta take down 30,000 bullets down to 5k bullets each.
Why? Like, so like the owner of the server, I'm still wondering why this owner of the server like made the charcoal for the refining fluid so slow, like the burn time.
I don't know.
We just got industrial fluid yesterday, and we realized that is way quicker to get charcoal. So like, that was perfect. But before, oh my god.
You don't have turrets, do you? Because I don't want to die.
No, we do not have turrets. We literally just made the chocolate today. It was going pretty much all night yesterday.
So you guys don't know the other person, Steezy Skater?
I think I've seen him multiple times.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I seen him before. We talked to him a little bit, but we actually yesterday we tried to bargain with him because we trying to hurry up and get the metal for the industrial fluid. So we tried to bargain like polymer for metal. So, but he didn't. After a while, he didn't even focus on that. He pretty much just talked about like different subjects for some reason.
Okay. What's your name? Your name is... My name's Dev. Holy fuck, that's a lot of Meglos.
Okay. And we still have a lot more back at the cave. Like we would not plan. Flipping on my Wyvern right now is like twice as many. Well, not twice as many, but as many females that were in the the pile. Pretty much they're eggs. Oh, pretty much they are. So like pretty much we have a lot, and we can make a lot more.
You guys want this lightning wyvern painted?
Yes, we've been looking for a mutation. We've been hoping for a mutation lightning wyvern.
Any of your dinos, like I will sit here and paint all your Meglos.
I like colors. That sounds like so
my
weird.
5-year-old cousin. I like color. You color. Do you see the color? Boom, nigga. Boom, nigga. I'm gonna show you my favorite one. I think 17's the code, right? No. What color is 17? Cause oh, it's dark red. Never mind. 37? Fuck me sideways. There we go. I'm about to Hey, you're about to see what my wyvern thundercut used to look like on official that I got out of an egg. She was my very first wyvern, very first lightning wyvern. That's what my thundercut used to look like. There you go.
Jude, I'll be coming back with more. Like, I'm pretty much bringing 11.
Cryopods?
No, we have a lot. I have 11 on me. File. And this is gonna take a little bit.
Maglos. Oh wait, since they're knocked out, I can see. This is a now. Okay, so I'm not gonna do pink on this one.
I just not doing the paint because you would be painting for a while.
Okay.
Like you do not like we don't have time like to pretty much take care of them. Like literally, I don't know. Like before we say, oh, we're gonna make an army. Like it's gonna be so cool. We're gonna upgrade them. But no, like those way too many to upgrade. Like we can't do it. We could, but we can't. That's a little bit of exaggeration. Not at least like an hour, but not 2 hours.
Not play official then.
We never try.
I was an SC for 3 years. I once had gigas to myself that were all level, all 100% imprinted, and I had 240 of them, all mine. Was it released at midnight 4.5 years ago?
Maybe 1 year ago. Maybe yeah, 1 or 2 years ago. No, that Ben got it during Christmas. He had it long ago. I got it like a month or two after. No, to get some stuff. I'm still wondering why. I know the price. I know we already said it's like the Mega Man might be slightly stronger, but the price difference between other strong creatures, that just like what's the price? It's 180K and flipping like. Oh, you didn't? Oh, that makes no sense. I was wondering like, did you even make the prices?
Oh, I don't make prices. I'm just an admin, not the owner. Why is this one named Puerto Rico?
Well, not most of it. Like after, because my sister doesn't get on that much.
Well, I got 4 of them painted so far, and they're all males. I'm trying to find some females so you can breed colored females and males, and then you can just start getting colored ones instead. And then you don't have to worry about all the. I don't have to paint them all. Oh, this one, Kansas. That's a stick. This one's okay. I'm gonna make this look like my official one.
I mean, like, oh my god, this oval. I like the like you get them fully grown as soon as they hatch thing, but sometimes it's a little bit annoying because there's some cute babies that I want to see, but I can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna have them slow it down. You guys got some low ass level ones. Holy fuck.
Look, it does all main and they'll been max level for a little bit. We can't, there's like not many, yeah, there's not many high levels. Well, we can't really find that many high levels. Get people that have some of our Mega Soul eggs since we have so many. But you can even see we have a lot of eggs. Ooh. Look in this bag. If you look in this bag, you'll see how many eggs we have.
Claim your perfect breeding pair.
Bennett.
There you go.
Look in this bag, and I want you to see how many eggs we have. No, we don't need to change that about the soul. It's fine.
You guys want me to start killing some of your Meklos since I gave you a perfect breeding pair?
We fine with that. Oh, okay, that's fine. We fine with that.
It's about to happen again.
Yeah, excellent. What?
Oh, whistle passive.
So, the volume. And he already did. The both his breeding pair was fine. Yeah, more. We actually have more than two more. I still have a whole bunch.
Whistle passive. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Oh, dude, can you kill the ones that are in my car pod? I bought a whole bunch.
You throwing them out. Oh, I killed the RV, I'm sorry.
No, we have a decent one. Yep.
Okay, well you're throwing all these out, I'm gonna teleport them.
Yeah. Just kill all of them. Oh, dude, you accidentally killed the Pulver Tames.
There you go. Now get on your wyvern and eat.
Yeah, you accidentally killed the Pulver Tames.
Did I really?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go out and tame Anki. Since we're technically done moving, I'm gonna go out and tame Anki.
Hold on, I gotta spawn in the perfect games again. I killed him. Did I really? Oh yeah, they're right here.
Oh, dude, actually, there's actually a way for wyverns to fit, not in, so we don't have to go out. Dude. Oh wait, didn't find Anki. I mean, it's good to not have to wait to get all the stuff.
Just get on with your life, yeah.
Oh god, that's Anki. Is that Anki almost dead or it's... Whoa, what did you fight?
Yes, I am.
We've been always thinking of hosting our own server, but I don't think we probably would. All the time. We probably never host a server until we get like gaming computers that can hold Arc, because I don't know. I don't think on. I don't know. Maybe not.
Why is this so slow?
Oh yeah. Since you've been playing a game for a long time, how well are ice wyverns? I only encountered once in the wild, and that was with my sister, and we never found a single one again.
I don't know.
And it wasn't even an egg; it was just a male. It was just a male ice wyvern.
I don't know.
At least, at least one species of the dino. So like, it's kind of hard. Ice wyvern. Well, poison and ice, but obviously poison's easy to get. So I'm just pretty much counting ice right now.
Okay, come down here. We have a 163 and a 165 is what I spawned out for you guys. I'm down there where your parasaur is.
Yeah, dude, I knocked out Anki. Anki. But are you already setting up like the base? A little bit of it. Oh yeah. The reason why we started the thing today because we just got before we started moving we just got enough resources to make another industrial forge, so we decided to move when we got enough resources for another one.
You want to continue use my gloves, please? The only downside about my gloves is the sleep.
Yeah, I don't know why we even bothered, but it's cool to have like a tiny army that only wakes at night. As I was saying, it's kind of bad. Let me go back.
You guys there?
Yeah, I'm here. He went to go do something real quick.
You gonna come claim these my gloves, or I kind of just need
coming.
them framed in the base?
I'm coming. Got this lightning wire on my...
Oh, I see you. Oh, I'll come kill it for you.
Oh, you can?
Yep. Is it yours?
The one that's flying behind. Yep, that one. Thank you.
You're welcome. Get right down here. No. Go to sleep, Christmas. You want to keep him sleeping during the day. Use your memory. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, so where is it? Like, where's the event gonna take place? Like, what base? Like, where's
My
the base?
base.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's that big ass base.
we actually went past it once, and Bennett destroyed one of your smithies by accident. He didn't know that y'all were admin until I said, "Dude, that's admin." He probably just thought what he was doing.
Okay, well if you need anything, just message me. I'm gonna go out, go to the movies with my girlfriend.
Okay.
Peace.
He's a cool guy. Now we know the information we need, and we're probably gonna go into the Discord when he gets in touch with the owner. So. And he gave us a Pulvertane Megalosaurus. Oh yeah, 2. A Breathing Pale. So at least, yeah, I just can't believe that in all that hard work getting those Megalosaurus, we just flew away for just 2 Pulvertanes to start a new army, which I'm totally fair with, because we started with like 2, and then started taming some more. Oh, I like Sky's new color. There's fitting shop up there. Can you help me up and make like a smithing? Cause I have a. No, I'm hard. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Okay. Well, at least we have those eggs off us. Okay. I noticed. No. If we still had that origin, I could have already made the Anki saddle. I'm gonna go explore with a 1-0. But you got no female? Yes. Keep bleeding. Thomas is gonna jump pretty high. What was the wrong button? What? What you do? What did you do? Does it wander when it's day? I don't think it does, because it goes to sleep when it wants to. I don't think it wanders during the day. I'm pretty sure sleep death means either it gets weaker, or that means when it's night, it has to sleep that amount, so you can't use sleep death. Does that? I know. No, I'm saying that if like it's been awake all day, I don't either it just makes that weaker, or that during the night it goes to sleep and sleep off that amount. You're too slow. You're too slow for my god man, so I don't know what you're trying to do. Like this. Oh, this go to cause herself bloody mail. Oh no, I'm good. Oh. I do? Oh. I thought you didn't you the one who took out the metal from the refining forge? Well, not the refining forge, the industrial forge? Yes, you did. I didn't do anything to the forge. Yeah, I guess I'll turn back. Oh, okay. Wait, did I take out the metal? I don't remember me taking it though. We had to check. Yeah, dude, we might have to check. I don't remember myself taking out the metal. But just checking, anyways. I think I may have, because I have 4,000 on me, so may have it, but. No, I'm in the desert. I only got here. I have 4,000 on me, but I don't know if this 4,000 is from the veil. Yeah, I'm in the desert, so you better hope that, cause he's gonna check me a little bit to get back. No. Okay, I guess I'll turn back. It'll take me a little bit. Gotta go as fast as possible. One can only go so fast. It's fast and everything though. One, go. I'm in the forest. Yeah, I'm in the forest. I'm here. I need to make an inky saddle. Hurry up.
The icing on the cake, my favorite part. See, the trick is to start adding the buttercream from the bottom and gently working your way up from the sides.
Hey, Ma, what do you think of my cake?
It looks wonderful, honey. We may need to work on your layering, but overall it's fantabulous.
This game is so much fun. What's it called again?
icing on the cake. Play now. It's a piece of cake.
I want to tell you my secret now. I see dead Pokemon.
I would say that people describe me as incredibly talented. Photosynthesis. I'm a master of Kung Fu, Taekwondo, Jiu-Jitsu, Karate, Judo.
What? What did you say?
All my Pokemon are dead. All my Pokemon used to be dead.
So yesterday I went to lunch at this restaurant. There were so many things on the menu. I had no idea what to get. So I asked the waiter, "Hey, dude, what should I get?" He was like, "Oh, you should try the chicken parm." And so I decided to get the chicken parm. But then I got enough that, oh wait, I think I'm gonna be allergic to chicken parm. Maybe it's the parm.
Am I considered decaf? I don't drink coffee.
You ever know one of those weird kids in elementary school that's always trying to show you something gross? That was me. No, I'm not gonna put on a shirt. Some people may tell you that I'm boring, but I promise you that investment banking is a fascinating and you guys are babies. It's not that cold.
I haven't worn a coat since I was 5 years old.
Well, hello. I've been expecting you. Would you like to see a vision of your future? Well, what I can tell you is this. If you click the thumbs up button below this video, it will turn blue. What? No, I don't work for an evil team. What do you take me for? That is such an offensive assumption. No, actually, yeah, I do. Give me all your Pokemon.
What's the opposite of a sausage fest? Because that's what this is.
Rock types are so strong. There is nothing, I mean nothing, tougher than stone. Wrestling, boxing, kickboxing, mixed martial arts. Capes are cool. There is no
What?
way for someone to look uncool doing this.
Finally.
Heck yeah, I built my own PC. RTX 2080 graphics card, overclocked processor, and 404 gigabytes of RAM. PC Master Race, bro!
I love sand. It's so coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Mortal Kombat, Super Smash Bros., Dragon Ball Fighters, and Pokken Tournament. DX. If you don't mind, I'd like to take this opportunity to read you a bit of poetry that I wrote myself. I'm very proud of it. The taste of my lips. You're on a ride. I'm toxic. You're slipping under. With the taste of a poison paradise. You're addicted to me. Don't you know that I'm toxic? And you love what I do. Don't you know that I'm toxic?
I do believe in fairies. I do believe in fairies. I do believe in fairies. I do believe in fairies.
So the thing about ice types is the best defense is a good defense.
Michael, why is it so dark in here?
I have a fun game. Why don't you tell me your deepest, darkest secret? Just kidding. I already know it. And so does your mother.
Lots of people try to say that bug Pokemon are weak, but the truth is that they are. They really, really are.
The weather today is beautiful! The only thing powerful enough to stop us is ourselves. And a bit of cold weather. And some small, cute pink things. You need to see some ID? Yeah, sure. Does a pilot's license work? We're a very balanced I taste nothing.
I love animals. Just regular animals.
fans, Michael here, and I, along with probably you, love Pokemon a lot. But over the years, you may have noticed that there are some aspects of it that don't make very much sense. So I thought it'd be fun to list off some of those things. Here are 25 things in Pokemon that make no sense. In Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, you can ride on the water-type Pokemon Starmie, but only on land. Additionally, in the Let's Go games, almost all of the Pokemon that can be caught in the water can only follow you when you're on land. Rhydon can learn Surf. It is 4 times weak to water and is so heavy that it would immediately sink to the bottom of any body of water that it entered. Swimming would kill it. Ghastly can learn all 3 elemental punches, despite the fact that it is a ball of gas with no arms. Pupitar and Shelgon can learn Bite, despite the fact that they don't have mouths. Delibird can have both Vital Spirit and Insomnia as its abilities. These abilities do the exact same thing. Speaking of Insomnia, every single Pokemon that can have the ability Insomnia can also learn Rest. In Gens 5 and 6, Vullaby could learn Fly, despite the fact that the Pokedex specifically states that its wings are too small for it to fly. Growlithe, yes, you heard the name of the Pokemon, Growlithe, cannot learn Growl. Rotom Fan is a flying type, but it has the ability Levitate. This is so pointless and makes so little sense that the only proper held item to give it would most certainly be an air balloon. Speaking of the air balloon can be effectively held by Groudon, a Pokemon that weighs over 2,000 pounds, being lifted into the air by a small balloon. Ponyta's Fire Red Dex entry states that it can clear Ayers Rock, also known as Uluru, in 1 leap. I did the math and physics on this in an old video on my channel, and I calculated that in order for Ponyta to be able to make this jump, it has to exert a force of 144,000 pounds. That is a completely absurd amount of force for a small horse to exert. Kangaskhan hatches out of an egg as a newborn with a baby already in its pouch. Gives the term baby mama a whole new meaning. In a similar vein, Cubone hatches out of an egg as a newborn, already wearing the skull of its supposedly dead mother, even if its mother is just in your party, standing right there. Cacnea and Magmar can breed. If Magmar and Cacnea so much as shook hands, Cacnea would be burnt to a crisp. Carnivine and Paris can breed, despite the fact that Carnivine would probably eat Paris within the first 10 seconds. A scientifically crafted medicine known as the potion heals 20 HP. Meanwhile, a regular bottle of water heals 50. Certain attacks can miss even if the opposing Pokemon is asleep or frozen. They are lying there in one place, and you can still miss. Magneton is clearly made up of 3 Magnemites. However, Magneton weighs 10 times as much as Magnemite does. Machamp's Fire Red Dex entry states that it can punch 1,000 times in 2 seconds. However, it cannot learn Mach Punch. Mr. Mime can be female. Cacturn, the Scarecrow Pokemon, is weak to flying. The Flygon line and Claydol line can learn Dig. However, if the opponent uses Earthquake while they are in the underground turn of Dig, they will take no damage because they have the ability Levitate. How do you levitate if you're underground? Punching a ghost does nothing, but biting a ghost is super effective. And finally, you cannot catch a fainted Pokemon, which is silly because if it's laying there unconscious, that's definitely when it would be the easiest to catch. So there we have it. Those are 10 things in Pokemon that make no sense. Let me know down in the comments below some other things in Pokemon that don't make any sense, since I might make a part 2 of this video with some more things that don't make sense. Also, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget, greetings, Poke fans! Michael here, and evolution has been a big part of the Pokemon franchise ever since the beginning. However, as time has gone along, a lot of evolution methods have gotten pretty complicated. Because of this, a lot of Pokemon are just flat out annoying to have to evolve. So today, I wanted to list off the 15 Pokemon whose evolution processes I think are the most annoying. Each entry will be the fully evolved Pokemon, since a lot of the Pokemon come from branched evolution lines where the other methods are not as annoying. And also, the list is in no particular order, except the last entry, number 15, is the one that I think is the most annoying. But before we dive into the list, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is a brand new collection RPG game with great graphics, strategic gameplay, huge boss fights, an amazing storyline, and over 400 champions for you to collect and personally customize. My favorite champion is the Drake because dragons are objectively cool. This game has something for everyone and is extremely well reviewed, having a near perfect score on the App Store with over 200,000 reviews. Plus, it's completely free. There's also a spectacular new loyalty program where new players can get a new daily login bonus for their first 90 days in the game. That is a huge amount of time. So what are you waiting for? Head down to the description below, click on my special link, and download Raid Shadow Legends. You'll get 50,000 silver and a free epic champion as part of the new player program to start your journey. So now that we've covered that, don't forget to leave a like on the video, and let's get started with number 1, Sylveon. Sylveon's evolution method is two-pronged. The more memorable part of it is the affection part. In either Pokemon Me or Pokemon Refresh, you must get at least 2 hearts of affection on your Eevee. If you have gotten far enough into one of the Alola Pokemon games and therefore have access to Rainbow Pokebeans, this task is not particularly difficult. However, if you're in a Generation 6 game or don't have any Rainbow Beans, this can take quite a lot of time because you have to feed it, pet it, and play with it a lot. And usually you can't do this all in one go, since your Eevee will get full. But the second aspect of this evolution is that your Eevee has to know a fairy-type move when it levels up. This is something that I often forget about, since to me it just seems like an extra, unnecessary part of it that they just tacked on for no reason. The only 2 fairy-type moves that Eevee can learn are Baby Doll Eyes and Charm, which it learns at levels 9 and 29 respectively. It can learn no fairy-type moves by Move Tutor or by TM. While these moves are not super difficult to get access to, a lot of times it's still annoying to deal with. The reason for that is because many times when you obtain an Eevee, it is too high level to know Baby Doll Eyes, but it's not yet high enough level to know Charm. There is of course the option of using heart scales at the move reminder to teach it one of these moves, but having to spend a heart scale on a move you're probably going to delete immediately after you evolve it is not fun. So the fact that you have to deal with both getting its affection high enough and teaching it a fairy-type move means that evolving an Eevee into a Sylveon is a pretty annoying process. There is another evolution that is exceptionally annoying to get, and no, it's not the friendship ones. It is number 2, Glaceon. An Eevee will evolve into a Glaceon if it levels up in the vicinity of an ice rock. Now, while doing that leveling up itself isn't particularly difficult, the process as a whole is pretty annoying due to the locations of the ice rocks. In Sinnoh, it is on Route 217, a bit south of Snowpoint City. In Unova, it is in a deep cave within Twist Mountain. In Kalos, it is found deep within Frost Cavern. In Hoenn, it is found in the deepest ice cave of Shoal Cave, and in Alola, it is found within Mount Lanakila. Every single one of these rocks is not accessible until late game, requiring you to have 6 badges at a minimum. But in some games, it's even worse. In the Alola games, you have to have completed all of the trials since the rock is on the path to the Pokemon League. And in Black 2 and White 2, you can't even access Twist Mountain until you've beaten the Pokemon League. In addition to those areas not being accessible until late game, a lot of times the ice rock itself is buried deep within a difficult to navigate cavern.
Yep, I'm heading back now.
The only one that's relatively easy to get to is the ice rock in Sinnoh. This is a pretty substantial contrast of the Moss Rocks for Leafeon evolutions. All of them except the Kalos one can be found pretty early in the game. The Sinnoh and Hoenn Moss Rocks can be found before you even have 2 badges. So like I said, the process of leveling up an Eevee next to an ice rock is not difficult. what makes this evolution so annoying is how difficult it is to get to the ice rocks. If you
I'm
even
getting more
can.
metal, but I have to wait
In
till the
Heart Gold and
classic,
Soul
please.
Silver, there is not an ice rock at all, meaning it is impossible to evolve an Eevee into a Glaceon in those games. This honestly makes me feel pretty sorry for Glaceon and people who like Glaceon, since the game devs have made it very difficult and impractical to use a Glaceon in a playthrough. Number 3 is Hitmontop. When Tyrogue and Hitmontop were introduced in Generation 2, the game devs had to come up with a way to determine whether a Tyrogue would evolve into a Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, or Hitmontop. The method they decided on was that when a Tyrogue reaches level 20, if its attack stat is higher than its defense stat, it becomes a Hitmonlee. If its defense is higher than its attack, it becomes a Hitmonchan, and if the stats are equal, it becomes a Hitmontop. Now, getting its attack or its defense higher is a relatively straightforward process. Usually, you just need to feed the Tyrogue 1 or 2 proteins for attack or 1 or 2 irons for defense, and that's enough to make one of those stats higher than the other. But getting them to be equal is substantially more difficult. While Tyrogue's base attack and base defense stats are the same, its IVs could vary widely. If you have a Tyrogue with a really high attack IV, but a really low defense IV, it's gonna be difficult to make those stats the same. You also have to be careful about what Pokemon you train it against, because the EVs it gets from battle could cause the stats to skew. Obviously the process isn't so difficult that it's impossible, but having to be so precise with how you train your Tyrogue makes getting a Hitmontop very annoying. Number 4 is Milotic. Nowadays, evolving a Feebas into a Milotic isn't particularly difficult. It's one of the several trade it while holding an item Pokemon, the item being a Prism Scale. But back in my day, prior to Generation 5, evolving a Feebas into a Milotic was substantially more difficult and annoying because you had to get its beauty stat high enough. If you don't know what that means, it's one of the 5 Pokemon contest categories. Those being beauty, cool, smart, tough, and cute. And to raise a Pokemon's beauty condition, or any of the other conditions, you have to feed it either Pokeblocks in Gen 3 or Poffins in Gen 4 that raise that particular contest stat. For beauty, you have to feed it the blue, dry flavored food, because apparently dry is a flavor. And doing this requires you to find the correct berries and then mix those and cook them into either a Pokeblock or a Poffin. This is a complicated and time-consuming process, because not only do you have to know which berries boost beauty, you also have to find them or wait for them to grow, and then you have to mix them together and cook them.
Oh, the white. Oh, dude, like the white metal walls give you a lot of metal.
Contest stats, but you are still able to raise a Feebas.
No, it's not white. It doesn't give you that much. It like has like the brown. It has gray.
Well, you don't have to worry about finding berries and
And
cooking them. This is still annoying, since there is a limit as to how often you can do those things. Generation 5 made it a lot easier, though, with the introduction of the Prism Scale, an alternate and substantially less time-consuming way of evolving Feebas into Milotic. This was done partially due to necessity, since they didn't have any contest conditions in Generation 5, but I think they also felt kind of sorry for us and wanted to make our lives easier. But before the Prism Scale, or in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, getting a Feebas's beauty condition high enough to evolve was such an annoying process that I have actually never done it. I have only ever evolved Feebas by using a Prism Scale. Actually, I've never actually caught a Feebas in a Generation 3 game, since that was such a difficult thing to do as well. Man, Feebas and Milotic were just a giant pain back in the day. Number 5 is technically 2 Pokemon, those being Excelgor and Escavalier. Trade evolutions have been around since the beginning of Pokemon, and all of them have been at least somewhat annoying, since you can't do it by yourself unless you have 2 games and 2 systems. If you don't have 2 games and 2 systems, you have to make friends. And who wants to make friends? Ugh. While many trade evolutions are a bit extra annoying due to the requirement of a specific held item, there is a pair of Pokemon who has a trade evolution that is extra difficult, since that specific pair of Pokemon is required. Shelmet can only evolve into Excelgor if it is traded with a Karrablast, which will then also cause the Karrablast to evolve into Escavalier. While I do love the design concept of Shelmet's shell passing on to Karrablast, thus causing both of them to evolve, it's still a really annoying thing to have to do. With any other trade evolution, you can just bring the Pokemon that you need to evolve and then trade back with a friend, no matter what species of Pokemon that they trade to you. But with this pair of Pokemon, you have to have one and they have to have the other. So if you want to use an Escavalier in a playthrough, but you don't have a friend with a Shelmet, then you're screwed. The extremely specific requirements of this evolution and the fact that you need another person to carry it out definitely makes this evolution
just saying, your Ankylo does more damage than our Wyverns.
6. Hydreigon. In case you were not aware, Pokemon do not level up at the exact same rate. Depending on the Pokemon species, it will require a different amount of experience to get from one level to the next than another Pokemon of a different species. Every single Pokemon falls into one of 6 experience groups, and these groups determine how much experience is required for this Pokemon to move from one level to the next. Each group also has a total experience number, which is how many experience points are required for that Pokemon to get from level 1 to level 100. The erratic group requires 600,000. The fast group requires 800,000. The medium fast group requires 1 million. The medium slow group requires 1,059,860. The slow group requires 1.25 million, and the fluctuating group requires 1.64 million. While the fluctuating group has the largest requirement to get to level 100, its level up rate up until about level 62, I want to say, is actually faster than the slow group, because when it ramps up with the amount of experience for each level is after level 62 or so. Therefore, Pokemon in the slow experience group tend to be more difficult to level up in the levels leading up to any relevant evolution. All pseudo-legendary and legendary Pokemon fall into the slow experience group, and Hydreigon, being a pseudo-legendary Pokemon, is therefore in this group. But the reason Hydreigon is the one who got an entry on this list and not the other pseudo-legendary Pokemon is that Zweilous has the highest evolution level in the entire game. Zweilous does not evolve until the absurdly high level of 64. Having to get an unevolved Pokemon in the slow experience group all the way up to level 64 is definitely very annoying. Another pair of Pokemon comprising one entry on this list is number 7, Solgaleo and Lunala. To evolve a Cosmoem into a Solgaleo or Lunala, it must reach level 53. Now, this is a pretty high evolution level. It's not as high as Hydreigon, but it's still respectably high, the 7th highest in the game. And as you probably expected, Cosmog, Cosmoem, Solgaleo, and Lunala, being legendary Pokemon, are in this slow experience group, meaning getting one of those Pokemon up to level 53 is no easy task. But the reason these Pokemon got an entry on this list, while Pokemon that evolve at a higher level that are also in the slow experience group did not,
I was trying to name Plovia, but flipping a
Cosmoem are completely useless until they evolve. Cosmog can only learn Splash and Teleport, and the only move that Cosmoem gains on top of those is Cosmic Power. They literally can do no damage in battle. So while leveling up a Pokemon in the slow experience group to a high evolution level is definitely very annoying, leveling up a Pokemon in the slow experience group that can't battle is even worse. And the cherry on top of this annoyance sundae is that if you want your Cosmoem to be a Solgaleo, but you have Moon or Ultra Moon, or you want it to be a Lunala, but you have Sun or Ultra Sun, you are forced to trade it to another game to evolve it into the correct legendary Pokemon. Clearly the difficulty of leveling it up and having to deal with version-exclusive evolutions makes this evolution method definitely one of the most annoying. The next entry on this list is another pair, which are here together as one entry since their situation is the same. Those being Vespiquen and Salazzle. Combee and Salandit both evolve by level up at very reasonable levels. Combee evolves at level 21, and Salandit evolves at level 33. What makes these evolutions frustrating is that only female Combee and Salandit can evolve. Now, if they had gender ratios of 50% male, 50% female, this wouldn't really be a big deal. However, Combee and Salandit have gender ratios of 87.5% male and 12.5% female. If you don't have a male cute charm Pokemon at the front of your party, it could take you quite some time to find the correct gender Pokemon. So like I said, while leveling it up isn't very hard, finding the Pokemon that can evolve in the first place definitely is. So that makes this evolution very annoying. The next entry is actually 3 Pokemon, and I promise this is the last entry that will feature multiple Pokemon. This one is number 9, Lucario, Roselia, and Chimecho. I want to make it clear up front that every single friendship evolution is annoying. It's not something that you can cheese and do really quickly just by feeding a Pokemon a rainbow bean. The fastest way to do it is by leveling up a Pokemon a lot, but that's only really practical if the Pokemon is low level. But there are some Pokemon out there that have an extra annoying requirement on top of the already annoying friendship requirement. That being the time of day.
Okay,
Budew and Riolu will only evolve if they have high friendship and level up during the day. And Chingling will only evolve if it levels up with high friendship during the night. You may have noticed that I did not mention Umbreon or Espeon. Like the other 3, they evolve with high friendship during a specific time of day. The difference, however, is that Eevee will evolve into something whether it is day or night. The other Pokemon will not evolve at all unless the time of day is correct. Additionally, the night requirement for Umbreon and the day requirement for Espeon is much more famous. I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that boosted the friendship for their Riolu or Budew, but weren't able to evolve it because they were playing at night and were just confused as to why it would not evolve. And of course, vice versa being true for Chingling. This is definitely something that has happened to me because I was just like, oh, it has to be a certain time of day? What is the point of that? In my opinion, this specific time of day requirement that can be difficult to remember makes these friendship evolutions a lot more annoying than all of the other ones. But like I said, every friendship evolution is definitely annoying. Another time of day related annoying evolution is number 10, Dusk Form Lycanroc. When Midday Form and Midnight Form Lycanroc were introduced, it was a pretty similar situation to Umbreon and Espeon. It was very easy to remember what time of day it needed to be and what game you needed to have to get your Rockruff to evolve into the right Lycanroc form that you wanted. But then Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon came around and they introduced a new form of Lycanroc, the Dusk form. And this one was way more annoying to get. Like the other 2 forms, it must be evolved during a specific time of day. However, that time window is far smaller than the other ones, being only from 5 p.m. to 5:59 p.m. in-game time. That is an annoyingly small window to have to work around. But not only do you have to deal with that, but you also have to have either an event Lycanroc or the descendant of one, since only Rockruff with the special ability Own Tempo can evolve into a Dusk form Lycanroc. Clearly, that is a lot of hoops to jump through and makes this a very annoying evolution.
You're back.
Hence why I never bothered to get a Dusk form Lycanroc. I got a midday form for my Pokedex and that was good enough for me. Number 11 is Goodra.
What?
The Goodra line are pseudo-legendary Pokemon, and therefore not only are they in the slow experience group, but they reach their final form at a pretty high level. In this case, level 50. That level is not as absurdly high as Hydreigon's, hence why Hydreigon got its own entry on this list.
Doubt it.
The reason
But
Goodra
no.
is here is that
I don't know
not
how
only
active
do you
this
have to
level
level it
really
up
is.
through the slow experience group,
But we
its
could
final evolution
just do it.
is dependent on factors outside of your control. A Sliggoo will only evolve into a Goodra if it levels up at level 50 or above while it is raining or foggy in the overworld. And in Generation 6, it was only rain. Rain that you summon in battle via the use of Rain Dance or Drizzle or Primordial Sea will not trigger this evolution. The weather has to already be there in the overworld. There are only a few locations in the Generation 6 and 7 games that have rain or fog all of the time, and several of those only have low-level wild Pokemon or don't have any wild Pokemon at all. The rest of the locations are erratic and won't have the weather you need all of the time. Therefore, to evolve your Sliggoo into a Goodra, not only do you have to have leveled it up a lot through the slow experience group, but you have to go to a location that can have the weather you need and hope for the best. That is obviously very annoying to deal with. Number 12 is Naganadel. Generation 4 introduced the evolution method
be right
where a
back.
Pokemon can evolve
Get some
if it
breakfast,
levels up
so-
while knowing a certain specific move. Sinnoh has the most Pokemon that evolve via this method. However, there are 3 Pokemon in later generations that evolve this way as well. As we discussed earlier, beyond your nose that we're moving. Additionally, Steam can only evolve into Zalina, and then also evolve into Slump. And the third is Boinkle, which will evolve into Magneto, and levels up while knowing the move Dragon Pulse. Most Pokemon that evolve from this method learn the necessary move at a relatively reasonable level by level up. This is not the case with Boinkle. Dragon Pulse has its level 1 move, which means that unless you catch your Boinkle at level 1, you have no choice but to better abilities.
Okay. Okay, I'm on a different Wi-Fi connection than you, so it's not me.
20 minutes later.
Nancy! What the heck are you doing? his needs, depriving his hunger, depriving his energy. He just will not die. So let's figure him out a little bit. But check this out. What I'm gonna do, hold on. Let's go to the world map. Right? Let's go to this mansion. Hold on, let me see here. I don't remember which house it was. Maybe it was Maloney? Okay, let's go here. Now by ourselves. So we're gonna go to all these different houses. I want to show you something. This is pretty broken. I did this before. I completely forgot about it. Right, so I think. Like this sunny dark. It's not dang close. I'm showing up this guy. Hold on. I get it. You worked out last episode. I was stuck on this floor. Hold on. Let me see if it's here. Let me put up the wall. Hold on. I'm looking for specific items, and I'll show you why. Hold on. Let's look upstairs. Yes. No, that's a crappy computer. Damn. Hold on. I will find this. I think it's at the wheel house.
Okay, give me a second.
Yo.
These are always on different species of Pokemon. Delibird
Bennett.
has both special attack if another Pokemon with plus or minus is also on its side of the battlefield. That's it. It only comes into play in double battles.
Is
and can
going.
only happen
I think he
if
wants to
two
do
Pokemon
something.
with plus or minus. But whether these Pokemon have plus or minus specifically doesn't matter. You can have a combo of plus
Oh, hello,
and
Snake.
minus, two pluses or two minuses. Meaning
But,
that the
okay,
abilities
Bennett.
do the exact same thing. Always the case though.
I have like 2,600, like 26,000 metal on me.
Or if there had existed a Pokemon that had access to both plus and minus,
We might have. Yeah, we're gonna have to right now. Not right now.
you needed the other one to just
I am.
Generation 5, they made it so plus and
Okay,
minus could be
I am gonna
used
take a
by
tiny
either,
break
and they're
because I want my breakfast and
Generation 5 was also
I want to
when
eat.
Kling Klang was introduced, so there was never a time
to get the metal off my body.
them
And guys, I'm gonna end the live stream here.
situation as with
I'll see y'all
ability
next
slots
time.
are taken